For You page where you was talking to Granny and some unmentionables.
I was there and I'm not getting involved. I said, don't call people out their names. You can have a conversation because I was not trying to do no drama.
Mhm.
And, that was the thing. I didn't think it was going to be drama. So I didn't know she had issues with Red. So I'm like, you didn't tell me nothing. So, because had I known, up in the box because
Right.
I said no drama. And
Right.
so then, so then they're going at it, and I'm like, she's like, one. I'm like, what do you want me to tell about? I let people gang up on her. I didn't let anybody do anything. Like, what am
What's
I
her
supposed to say? Like, what do you want me to say? Like, you want me
what's
to get involved with y'all fighting? Like, I don't understand.
what's her issue with Carolyn Bryant? I mean Red.
Look, apparently Red's been talking about her. I don't look. I don't see. I don't know. Like I'm saying, she said Red was talking about her. I'm like, I don't know that because I'm not. Red is
I
usually in.
I believe her.
I mean, and that I'm not saying I don't believe her, but I'm just like, okay, okay, if she's talking about you, address it then. But you're calling her bees and all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, so when she calls you B, you want me to drop
Yeah.
her? I'm like, I'm not. I would say you didn't have to disrespect her to get it out because figure out what the problem is. But Red came in the box and said there's no issues, and then Granny
Mm.
just kept calling her a liar,
What
and then
does
they
she
just
do?
started.
She always make like she do shit and then she try to make like, everything is all, hunky dory. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no, you know what I'm saying? You literally be in our spaces starting shit and then when somebody call you out, you say ain't no problem.
Well, that's what I was like. Well, I mean, so that wasn't on me, and so then Letitia came up, and then it turned into the shit show about back when Ace was going on Bigo, and I'm like, that shit was like a year ago. Like, I really don't give
Exactly.
a shit. Like, I was like, I really don't care. Like, I told y'all not to go over to Bigo in the first place. I was one of the first ones that said, don't go over to Bigo. so,
I never been
so,
over there.
so that's what I said. So I was just like, so I really don't have nothing to say because I told y'all not to go over there anyway.
Hmm.
so so that's that. Like I told y'all, that app is crazy. Them people, that shit is crazy, and anybody can join your live. I don't like that. Like no, people can just come up like, mm you don't have no control. So I was
Yeah,
like, so then it turned into all of that. Then Khan came up, and Khan was like, yeah. And then she was like, you disrespected a black woman, and I tuned out because I was just like, I'm just gonna let him talk. Then Blaze got in the box, the mistress and him going off. I was like, oh my god. I'm like, I just tuned out. I let people. I was just letting them talk. That's it. Y'all can argue with each other.
hmm.
That's exactly what I did, and everybody was like, well, I didn't say nothing. What do I have to say? Fucking know them people for real?
Right.
like we
I
know
don't
each other from
understand.
the app.
I don't get it. I don't get it how grown ass adults that pay bills and function in today's society get mad at another grown adult for not taking up for them. Like you can't talk for yourself.
I'm like, I don't really know them. I'm like, honestly, if you put it down to it, right? I haven't broken bread with none of y'all.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I don't have to have loyalty to nothing.
Mhm.
So I don't have to speak up on nothing because I don't want to be involved in it.
Exactly. Nobody
So
want to be
that's
involved in that miserable ass bullshit. And these be the
so.
main people that claim that they got this and claim that they got that. But why you always on here being miserable?
And so that's where I left that at. I was just like, I just didn't get involved. And so the live got reported or whatever, so it got a warning or whatever. So I took it, so I went down and I didn't come back. I ended up going over to Scholars Live for a little bit, and then the
Uh,
butterfly
I guess some lady was going in on Blaze. I don't know who that was,
mistress.
but oh, okay. Well, in any event, I'm gonna tell you what took me out. The fact that Skylar thought it was okay to get a big ass donut and sit there and eat it while they go. So, sir,
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that.
you belong in the lowest pits of hell.
I saw that Scholar got the donut, and
I
everybody
mean,
was like, "You gonna share?"
like the donut was bigger than his face. You know what I'm saying? And he just thought that that was the correct time
Time to get the donut.
to get the donut. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is wrong with him?
So,
Mm-mm.
yeah, I was like, this motherfucker got the donut and was eating. I was like, this motherfucker crazy. But yeah, so
Mm-mm.
he was eating the donut and shit. And then,
Big ass fucking chocolate donut with sprinkles. Go to hell, sir.
but that shit was, I mean, I was just like, okay.
Mm.
Everybody wanted to argue today. I
I
guess it's
didn't
like,
even. I can't even
that's,
tell you what was said between them two, but you know, 'cause like it came up on the For You page. What's happening, baby?
yeah.
It it came up on the For You page, and I guess I was doing something else. I don't know what the hell I was doing. So it kind of like zone when people be arguing, I just kind of zone out and I can't understand
Yeah.
what they're saying.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden I look up at the phone and I see this motherfucker sitting here eating a damn big ass donut. What? Wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was just like, it's crazy. Oh my gosh. I mean, but apparently, I mean, everybody got. I mean, at this point, right? Everybody
Mhm.
got issues with everybody.
Right.
I mean, so
Mhm.
like I told people, like I said, look, if you have an issue with me, that's a you problem, not a me problem, because I don't give a fuck.
Everybody, but everybody on here got issues, but can't nobody fight. Ain't
So that's
nobody
why
fight. I
that's where
don't
I'm
eat
at
sweet.
with it.
I don't eat sweets. Sweets is for suckers. Yeah, all this arguing on here and can't nobody fight.
Right. I was just like, I'm like, for me, I'm just like, if you got an issue with me, the issue is with yourself because I'm not talking to you about shit. I
Mhm.
don't give a shit about shit. You gonna just
Yep.
be mad because I don't want to talk to you. Get the fuck over it. Move the
Simple.
fuck around. Like at least I'm not gonna get on live and argue with you about nothing. Nope,
Right.
not doing
I'm
it.
not gonna do all that. I don't have the energy to do it anyway.
Yeah. So
Um,
you
I
know,
don't have the,
but
I don't have the energy to get on here and argue
and
with
you're
nobody.
and you know, and quite frankly, you're more than welcome to think whatever it is you think about me. Because here's the thing. It doesn't make it so, nor is it gonna change any way I move or operate. So
Exactly.
I don't care. Like it's just like I just don't. Like that's what I just got to get back to, like not giving a fuck, not just not caring. Because it's like, why respond? It's like that's what they want anyways. They want the
Right.
attention, they want the response, they want, and I'm
And they
just
want
like
you to
I'm
be
good.
on here screaming and hollering and being
Right.
the angry black woman and oh look how crazy she is after because they subtle with it. They subtle with they bullshit. And then when you call them out, because you clearly see what they doing, they try to
Hmm.
gaslight. You understand what I'm saying? But
Yep.
I'm over that shit. I'm
Yep.
over that shit. I think I'm gonna shave my head again.
Oh Lord, here we go. At least I'm about to shave the head again. But yeah,
No,
so.
I don't think I don't want to get in trouble.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying. But that's what it is, you know. But I'm
I don't want nothing.
getting ready to go to Portland this weekend, and so so I've been doing laundry and stuff after I got off of work today, and I'm like tired because I have to get up again at 8 in the morning to get to work. Oh,
Yeah, I gotta start work at 7. Good thing
I have
all I
so
gotta do is
much.
open my laptop.
Yeah, I got all this time off and stuff, so now I've been working pretty much from like 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. trying to
Hmm.
catch up on stuff. So. Oh,
Yeah.
but it's all good because I'm gonna be out of town this weekend, so it's worth it.
Out of town, thugging with my rounds.
Hey, ratchet music. I love my ratchet music.
I
Like
do too.
even that stuff. Like like I watch the lives. They talking about these Sukian. Like why do y'all care? These women ain't
Right.
bothering y'all.
Ain't bothering nobody.
Like, they ain't bothering
You
you.
you did, Michelle? How was it?
You don't have to listen to her music. You can block her.
Right.
Shut her off your Spotify. You can block her. Like it's that simple. You worried about what she teaching your kid? Aren't you raising your child? You should make sure your
Right.
child can't hear that. So all their devices, you block it on it. Simple as that. Be a parent.
Mhm.
Like I'm like y'all talking about. This is what young women are. Well, raise your child, and then they won't be looking up to that.
Daniel
Simple as
the
that.
Millennium.
It's just simple as that. Like I mean, come on now. Y'all be just doing too much. They try to put the blame on everyone else but themselves. That's what I realized. You put the blame on everyone else but yourself.
Mhm.
Like when your kid go out there and go rob a whatever store, who influenced them to do that?
Or shoot up a
Who did?
project. Hold on, I'll be
Right.
back.
Who influenced them to do that? Who? Who, ma'am? Who, sir? Who?
NWA. Hold on.
Like, come on now. Stop blaming people for what your children do because you ain't there to raise them. Like, stop playing. It's nonsense. Utterly nonsense. Like, stop it. Shoot, and I get it. Parents can't be there all the time. We know that. I understand. You don't stop everything, but if you there enough, you can prevent a lot.
I mean, I worked damn near I worked all my daughter's, young life, and she never got caught up in nothing. She graduated high school. Now she's in college working. Um so I mean, and mama listened to a lot of ratchet ass music. Sure damn
I
did.
mean,
I'm born and raised in New Orleans. That's pretty much all we have is ratchet music. You understand what I'm
I
saying?
mean that's
But
true.
that's an excuse. Hey baby, that's an excuse for you failing your child. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm. I mean, it's like everyone wants to blame somebody else for something.
That's
I mean,
funny.
and
My daughter. That's funny. My daughter don't like me. She literally just left. But
oh
this is what I
wow.
mean. This
I mean,
this what I mean.
but like,
And,
how do you know that?
how is that? But wait a minute. Was that meant to be funny, or was that meant to embarrass me, or something like that? Like, what type of flex do you get out of telling a mother that her child doesn't like her
Well, what kind of
when you
flex is it
clearly
when you?
know it's a lie?
But when you don't know, they don't know your daughter.
At all. Never had a
So,
conversation with her. They always fucking with my kids. You hear me? They
so
always
I'm
fucking
like,
with my.
so
But
that's like
they know
stupid,
they can't. They can't get to me, so they gotta say something about my kids.
right? Like, Chef Lama, Butter said stop adding her last live. So why you adding her? Like she don't like y'all, and y'all don't like her. So why you adding her? See, that's what y'all be doing on here, try to antagonize people. Like that's the problem. If somebody don't rock with y'all, why do y'all keep atting them? Don't at them. They don't like you. You don't like them.
Like, you don't see me on these people
Like,
pages. You don't see me going to their lives. You don't see me doing none of that, but they always find themselves in here around me, but they claim they don't like me. They claim I'm such a bad person, but they can't stay away from me.
I mean, they can't, Alicia. They can't get enough. That's what it is. They fans. They are fans at this point. I mean, because at this point, that's what I think it is. Because if I'm going live and you always in the lives I go to, and you recording all the lives I'm in, you got to be a fan.
You gotta be, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
'Cause,
you
like,
got to be a fan.
I don't frequent nobody lives at all,
Right.
unless it's somebody I like. You understand? If it's somebody I dislike or somebody I don't fuck with, you're not. Excuse me. You're not gonna see me in a live. You know.
Well, they're fans though. I know they like me. That's why they be stalking my page. You know what I'm saying? Even after I blocked 1,000 of their pages, they come back with a
Yeah,
new one. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, they literally make new pages just to come and talk about my children. You understand what I'm saying? Like, your obsession with my babies is weird. Like, dead ass. If you was to see my daughter face to face and you was to try to disrespect her mama, she would beat the brakes off you, baby. I'm sorry to tell you.
mm-mm-mm.
She grown,
Chef
and I
Lama,
raised her.
I knew you was a fan, Chef Lama. I knew you was. It's okay.
Mhm. Creepy. That shit creepy as hell, man. That shit creepy. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
And it's YOUR, like she's my daughter. It's not YOU apostrophe RE. The time you take to try to shame me, you need to educate yourself.
Right.
And
Mm-mm-mm.
speaking of which, let me call and check on my baby. Hold on.
Oh Lord.
Hold on. My daughter that don't love me. Hold on.
Right. I mean, people are so foolish.
Hold on, Sophie.
Hmm.
Hey, baby, y'all made it to where y'all needed to go? Okay, baby. I love you. Y'all be safe. Good night. All right. Tell her I love her too. Good night.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
That. I mean.
My daughter hates me. Right. Yeah,
I
sure.
mean, it's just crazy. That I mean, that's crazy. They're crazy.
Talking about my weight, but the love of my life loves to sit my fupa on his forehead. So what else you
Oh.
got? No, I called my daughter because you lied on my child. I don't worry. I don't
Wow.
worry about grown-ups. My mama in her 60s. I know my mama love me. I'm not tripping about that. But you talking about a child. She literally just turned 18 and you're harassing her because you don't like me and I don't even know who you are.
Wow. Wow. See, y'all are funny. Y'all be
You think
doing too
you
much.
want to know me so bad. You hear me? You want to know about me so
Wow.
bad.
I already have that page blocked from my page, so I don't know who that is. So I knew it was somebody foul because they blocked already from mine.
You want to know me so bad, baby. You lose your mind. You lose your mind if you knew what was going on with me. Y'all want the worst for me so bad. You hear me? But it ain't gonna happen. Ain't
I'm
gonna
moving
happen.
around. I'm thugging with my rounds.
Mhm. Ain't gonna happen, baby.
I mean, at this, I'm just Alicia. You got fans. It's okay. Let them be fans. You got fans. It's all right. Like they sit
Yeah.
up on the internet worried about you.
I don't know why. Though. Like, I literally am just a regular person.
Right. I mean,
I'm a regular person. I mind my business. You hear me? And half of the majority of these people that talk all that shit, if they saw me out in the streets, they wouldn't do nothing. They wouldn't say nothing.
they cross the sidewalk. They go across the street and
All
hide
they'll
just so
do,
you don't see them.
all they'll do is come back to TikTok. I seen Alicia.
Oh. But did she see
Like that.
you? But did
Right,
she see you?
like that one person that came to TikTok talk about they saw me in Walmart. Why you ain't do nothing? All that shit y'all talk on here. Why you ain't do nothing?
Right. But did you? But did she see you? That's the question.
Exactly. Did I see
Right.
you? You hear me? You know who I am.
Right.
I ain't gonna the rest of my life not knowing you even exist, baby.
Right. The craziness. But yeah, it's my birthday weekend, so you know we're
Uh
gonna turn
oh.
up in Portland.
Uh oh.
Yeah. So in Portland, we're gonna be turning up, turn it up.
Look at Butter. What's happening, Butter, baby?
Hey,
Mm.
What's up,
What's
butter?
I'm
happening,
gonna
baby?
shut that shit down about this EIN. I will pay $5,000 to anyone that can show where I ever said I paid for an EIN number.
Right. I
I
mean,
will
I
pay them $5,000 because I ain't never said I paid for no EIN. I already know you can go to the IRS, to get it for free. I used to have a business. I have a
Or
nonprofit.
or
okay.
or or you can just not give them $5,000 and fuck what they talking about.
Right. Exactly. Like
I mean, it
I
don't
mean,
matter because they ain't gonna find it because I never said it because I ain't
Exactly.
I'm not.
So
They're the dumb ones that believe that
why you
because I
giving
know I
them
don't
broke
have to
people?
spend no 5,000. That's money that's
Killer,
staying in my
wait,
pocket.
hold on. Killer is who I am. What's happening, Killer?
My birthday
Kill me who
is.
you are.
Oh, your birthday's on Saturday? Okay, okay. We're gonna turn it up, turn it up. Yeah, this weekend about to be lit. Hey, I'm
Yeah,
bring, I'm bringing that bottle of
Marie.
Henny. I'm bringing that bottle of Henny White with
Hey,
me too.
Killa.
You know what
What's
I'm
happening,
saying?
Kill?
But
Hey, Blue Dog, what's happening?
red light.
They-
Ain't no red light. Red light. Red light has
Exactly.
been. The red light was disbanded last 2 years ago. It's over. There's no red light no more.
Watch as a ghost, baby. You don't get to talk in here. You literally got up in here and lied on me and said my daughter don't love me, and I proved you wrong. So you're
Thank
not
you, love.
credible.
Right. You're not
You're
credible. They only gonna come back on another
not-
page. That's all.
You don't have good integrity, so you can't talk in here.
They're gonna come back on another page. You know what they do. You know how they do.
hmm Don't worry about what it was. If you wasn't there, you missed it.
Right. I mean, if you wasn't there, you wasn't there. That's all.
Mm.
Cause you wasn't worried about Alicia 2 years ago. So what you worried about her now for? You up in her live.
Trying to tell you, these motherfuckers don't fuck with me and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But they keep finding themselves in my space, knowing they
This
don't
is.
fuck with me.
But that's the thing. They don't. That's what my thing is. It's like the live. If you don't fuck with me, why you here?
Literally, motherfuckers that don't give a damn about a 6-year-old being sexualized because they friends with the person doing it, but still want to be in my space. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I
Hey,
mean,
if they ain't providing 3 Fs, then they can't say anything.
Exactly. Exactly, sweetie.
they,
Exactly.
they can't afford to finance me, feed me, or me. So none of them. They can't afford
That's,
me. So
you can't be
so.
close to me. I have to piss out you.
I'll tell you
Can
what.
I'll never be close with nothing like y'all. Y'all,
they they trying to fuck with you, Alicia. That's all that is. Them llamas is crazy,
they ain't
crazy,
fucking
crazy,
with me.
crazy,
Look, they fucking with
crazy, crazy,
themselves.
crazy, 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 crazy,
I don't
crazy, crazy,
I don't
crazy,
have
crazy.
I don't have the energy to argue with nobody on here. For what? Why?
Yeah.
No, I didn't say I would slap you, chef. I said I would bat the piss out you. There's a difference. And that's on the strength of my child. And if you feel some type of way, you can get out of my space and go put up what you want to put up about me anyway.
Right. I mean, crazy, 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 crazy.
Well then, you show me just who you are with that incident with my son. I used to have respect for you, but I don't. I don't have respect for you, sweetie, at all. I really would appreciate if you get out of my space.
I mean, because if you block them, they're just gonna come on another page anyway. So
You
it's
come
like
on back. That's why I don't block nobody.
that's why I'm like that's why I've learned. I was like, you block them, they're just gonna come on another page anyway.
That's why I don't
That's
block them. I mute them. I mute them, but I don't block them. You know.
right. But that's the
Yep.
thing, like, and then if you don't, some of them, if you don't block them, they report you because you viewed them. So
Yeah.
that's another thing. It's crazy.
Oh man. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Mm-mm-mm.
I keep telling
Yeah.
y'all, leave me alone. Y'all don't ever want to leave nobody alone. And then when they start talking crazy and reckless, so you feel played. You hear me? I told you, leave me alone. Stay
I
out of
mean,
my space.
that's the thing, right? That's the beauty of it, right? Like when you keep poking a bear, what do you think's gonna happen?
And they gonna bite the shit out you.
And so then I don't understand why people feel like they get to say be victims after after they've been poking and poking and poking for so long.
They do it. They do it because they online. They don't do. They don't act like this in real life. You hear me? And in real life, they mind their mouths. They mind their mouths. You hear me? They mind their mouths. They watch their tone. Don't do this shit in real life. They do it online because they know they think they can get away with it. You hear me?
Yeah, because they're
That's
only
how.
self-hated. If they're made
Yep.
to reveal who they really are, half this stuff wouldn't be being done. And you
It
know it.
wouldn't at all. You hear me? It would not be being done, bro. At all. I promise you. You know, that's
Yeah.
why I don't have no respect for these people on here. What the fuck I need to be cautious for? Fuck you. You literally showed you don't give a damn about children on here as long as it's at your friend's expense.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't got nothing in common.
Yeah. Yep.
Come up in here, come up in here, friendly bobbing and shit. You know I don't fuck with you. Well, I don't fuck with you. Just delusional. And delusional like a motherfucker.
Hello, Jay.
What's happening, Jay?
Oh, but
Outside of that,
you see
Hey,
TikTok.
Jay.
You see TikTok allows
hmm?
TikTok allows anyone to get in the box now, even if they don't have 1,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been noticing that. Yeah, everybody like people without thousands been getting in the. I don't know
I
how, but
knew I knew that they was doing that, but in other countries.
yeah, no, there's people in America I've seen with like 500 followers in the box, and I'm like, how is
Hmm.
this possible? But I'm like, okay, TikTok wants y'all to be. TikTok says it's time for y'all to reveal who y'all are. Get in the box.
Exactly. Exactly.
Quit playing with people. Quit playing and get in.
I'm still mad about this damn what that whole ass motherfucking name is? The Rock. I'm mad about that.
Why are you mad about it? Like you can't do nothing
Like
about it.
I'm mad because like nobody called this shit out until he rubbed them the wrong way with Maui.
Well, I mean, that's what they going
You know
through.
what I'm saying? Like none of y'all never said nothing about that skit until he rubbed y'all the wrong way about Maui. Y'all were okay with that skit. Probably thought it was funny, probably laughed and everything. And then when he's standing there with Oprah, with her Sambolina looking
But
ass, you know what I'm saying? And do
well,
that shit with Maui, and all of a sudden this shit come out.
well, let's talk about that, right? They over there worried about Maui, right, and all of that stuff, but
Hmm.
they not worried about Africa, where all the Chinese people are taking over the whole world or the whole country, and the
Right,
Caribbean. They not worried about that, but you worried about
right.
Maui. What about the Chinese people moving to Africa, buying up all the land and taking over the country? What about them going to Jamaica and doing the Caribbean and doing the same thing? Y'all not saying nothing about
Mhm.
that. So miss me with that Maui shit, okay?
Right.
Like, buy up the land. Go there. Who cares? Y'all don't care about the
Hmm.
rest of the
Exactly.
world.
They're not even worried about America. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
Like,
Like,
stop.
so
Like, that's what I'm telling you. This whole performative crap. I'm sick of it. Y'all just
right.
it's self-serving, and you only care about yourself. So stop playing
Mhm.
with people.
Mhm.
Y'all don't give nothing, no about nothing else but yourselves. Stop playing.
Mhm. Yep. Yep. You're right.
Like that's I'm like, really? Y'all worried about that? But I ain't hear nobody talking about Africa and what's going on over there. With all
Mhm.
the Asians buying up all the land, taking over the country. Y'all ain't saying nothing
Yeah.
about that. But
Right.
Maui, that's a part of Hawaii, that's a part of the US. We worried about that.
You could tell. You could tell America wants to unalive its citizens because
Right.
the cost of living keeps going up. Inflation, all that stuff, and we're out here making bare minimum to be able to
Right.
take care of that. And then you have instances where people now can't pay their rent. You know, they need assistance. You understand what I'm saying? And you have people that are spiteful in these positions to where when people are applying for assistance,
Mm-hmm.
um, they get met with kickback. You understand
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, it's hurtful to see. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We you know how, listen. I live in Texas. We overpopulated, but I can tell you it's at least almost 200 miles of number land.
Mm-hmm.
You can go all over Houston, Texas, just Houston, Texas alone, and see so many abandoned buildings, abandoned hotels, abandoned churches. You understand what I'm saying? But you
And
go
then,
downtown, you see number tents.
right. Why not fix up those buildings and put the homeless people in the buildings?
Exactly.
Right.
And then if they do look for assistance, you got to go through hoops and do cartwheels and stuff like that
Yep.
just to get bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? Just to get something to eat.
I mean, it's just like what happened, right? The other day, right? The government,
Mhm.
a lot of companies, you're working from home now, right? So now these buildings
Mhm.
downtown are empty. Instead
Right.
of like turning them, like why not turn them buildings into something to help homeless people experiencing
Watch
homelessness
what I
or
tell
whatever?
you.
They don't
Watch what
do
I
it.
tell you. Watch what I tell you. In the next few years, we're gonna start seeing a lot of government officials that will be indicted for stealing funds because COVID happened, so a lot of assistance was given. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But okay, they literally have the Texas rent relief and all this stuff like that. They opened it up and stuff, and um now it's closed, right?
Hmm.
But y'all literally got $96 billion.
Right.
$96 billion in Harris County alone. That's not talking about Brazoria County or Memorial. Harris County alone, and now y'all done ran out of funds.
Right.
Somebody's stealing.
Well, they've been stealing. I mean, that's a given.
You know what I'm
I mean,
saying? And watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. People gonna start getting indicted.
have you looked at the list of all of them that have gotten PPP loan forgiveness? I mean,
I can't hear you,
what a
baby.
I said, have you seen the list of all of them that have gotten PPP loan forgiveness?
Mhm.
I mean,
Yep.
it's insanity. Like, come
Yep.
on now. Like, them people. Like, you imagine this? They're making six figures. You know,
Mhm.
being a public servant, yet they
Mhm.
need forgiveness for loans when people out here
Mhm.
struggling. They can't even afford to keep a roof over their head.
Yep.
Barely making minimum wage. Wow. I mean, must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be
You know
nice.
what I'm saying? Like you expect that you sit your ass up there with your six figures and you can look a person dead in their face and tell them that $15 an hour is livable rate wage.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You literally look them in their face. You're not gonna change the dynamics of my conversation. Do you hear me talking about Kappa? Do you hear me saying anything about Kappa? You don't run this hoe, I do. You understand what I'm saying? Now you can join in on the conversation where we are talking about something fruitful and important, like homeless people in America, or you can get your fucking ass out of here.
Mm.
Didn't I literally say that I filed a report? I literally said I filed a police report. I already filed it. So why are you up in here trying to and this is what I mean by people don't really care about important situations. They care about mess. They care about misery.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's all they give a damn about. They want to see people miserable. They want to see people hurting. They literally enjoy seeing people have mental meltdowns on here. But will
Yep.
stick their nose up at a homeless person asking them for $1.
Yep.
You understand?
Yes,
all these
ma'am.
all these entertainers, all these actors and actresses, and country singers and R&B singers and rap singers and gospel singers and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? You got all these people, that claim that they doing and giving, but every single state, every single city has a homeless community.
Mm-hmm.
that need help, that need resources. And you know, the thing that boggles my mind, I'm sure every state has this 211 Texas. And 211.
Hmm.
You can dial 211, it's supposed to be for information. Information.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
my thing is, you call 211. People call 211 on a daily basis, and they ask for resources. And when they ask for resources, they're giving them information, and these people are calling these numbers, and they're getting kickback.
Yep.
They're getting kickback.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They're not really here to help. They here to line their pockets. And the citizens of America are suffering because of it. Here in Texas, they haven't put the minimum wage at 15. It's up to the employer's
Wow.
discretion.
That's crazy. I mean, here in Maryland, it's like most places are paying like $21 an hour
Hmm.
because they know that people ain't gonna come to work if they don't pay them.
And that's decent wage. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like here in Texas, these motherfuckers will look you dead in your face and say, "Okay, I need you to get on this forklift for $9 an hour."
But do you know what the cost of living though is here in Maryland? Like it's insane. It
Hmm.
really is bad. Like
Right. That's why they pay. That's why they giving making it like they paying so much.
hmm
Um, but they not, because okay, you get $21 an hour, but
still
it doesn't
still
add
paying.
up because you still taking taxes out. You still got high ass light bills. You still got high ass rent, and every year they raise the rent. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yep.
Then you have the thing with rent relief, where there are still programs out here that will help you pay your rent, but then you get kickback from the landlord.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? Like it's just like
Hmm.
you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. These past few years have humbled me a lot. I
I
went.
mean, yeah, and the cost of food. Like, look, have you been to the grocery store lately?
Hmm.
I'm telling you.
You
And
can't there's no such thing as penny candy anymore. There's no such
no,
thing as an apple for a quarter. There's no such thing. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah, I mean, the cost of food like is insane. I mean, I went to the grocery store the other day, and I mean, I spent $120, and I couldn't tell you what I got. I was
Right.
like, where's the rest of my stuff? Like,
Right. Like you carrying two, three bags, and you just spent $80.
where's the rest of my stuff? Like, I expect to have a
Right.
full cart. Like back in the day, I'd have a full cart. Now, nope.
Exactly. And don't get me started on the food stamps, man. These people act like this they shit.
Mm,
These
yeah.
people act like they giving you food stamps out of their pocket. You hear me? Like I saw somewhere, I forget where I seen it at, but you know how the apartment complexes say you got to make three times the rent.
Yeah.
Somebody said the damn leasing agent that's telling you got to make three times the rent don't even make three times the rent.
How about that? The
You
right
know
that part.
what I'm saying? So, what?
That alone should tell you right there
Exactly.
why
You
you
don't
don't
even make
understand
three times the
that
rent. You
why
hear me?
no one, no, like barely anyone can afford to rent or live anywhere. So
Exactly.
when they're required to make three times the rent, who's making three times the rent?
And then these the same motherfuckers. It's clear you've already verified that you make three times the rent, right? But when you walk into the leasing office, you met with attitude from motherfuckers that don't make three times the rent.
Yep. Yep. Facts. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
you got man, that is highway robbery, bro. Listen, you got the application fee. You
Hmm.
got the admin fee. What is an admin
And
fee?
that money going in their pockets.
And
Them,
some
them
and
pay
some
models.
and in some cases they make you pay a deposit before they run your application. And get this, if your application is denied, they get to
Mm,
keep the
keep the,
application fee and the
yep,
admin fee.
yep, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, you gonna run me my money back. Stop playing
You know what I'm saying?
with me.
Like, bro, what is going on? You understand what I'm saying? Like, no. No. That shit is asinine.
Yep. That's what I'm telling you. Like, this is what I always like. I always document everything. Like, in order
Mhm.
like, so if I tell them to come fix something and they don't come fix it, and I waited too long, I
Your mic
document
going
all.
off, sweetie. I can't hear you.
If I request them to come fix something and they don't come fix it, I document everything. Because once I document it, so when it comes time for me to leave, you gonna run me my deposit back. Don't play with
Mhm.
me. You gonna run me my deposit back. Because guess what?
Yep.
You gonna get it back the way you got it. You gonna give me my money. Don't play with
Mhm.
me. Do not play with me. I'm gonna need that. Yep, and take pictures. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm. Shit is crazy
Oh,
to me.
yeah.
You
But
know?
that's what they do. I mean, well, it's America. Welcome to America.
Mhm. Hell yeah.
Right.
Mm.
That's what I said. I mean, that's what right now. I can't wait to start building. On
Yep.
my building on my house in Jamaica because I'm ready to
Yeah.
close my doors. I don't play with them now. No more.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a wrap. I'm good. I'm good on this.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
all my stuff is doing good down in Jamaica. So right now, like all my stuff is doing good, the businesses and stuff. So I'm
Do
like,
you do you plan on moving back down there?
yeah, I'm gonna move back down there. Like, ain't no need to stay here. What's the point? Ain't nothing for me here. Ain't nothing for me
Mm.
here in America. I mean, as long as I can come and go, I'm good. That's it. And I can come and go.
Right.
I got dual citizenship, so I can move around.
Right.
So,
Uh,
ain't got to worry about no more taxes either. Once I'm gone, I'm gone.
right. Ugh. I'd be so glad when my allergies start getting back right. My nose been so messed up. My nose too big to be messed up like this.
Child, you keep sniffling, they gonna say you doing something else, child.
Doing what?
You know how these people
No, I got bad ass allergies. Horrible ass allergies. Ugh.
operate.
I get so tired of this shit. I'd be so tired. I'm tired of taking fucking Zyrtec and it worked for a little while and my nose get the fucking acting stupid again.
Yeah, I haven't started taking any allergy medicine yet because mine hasn't kicked in that bad yet. I mean,
Uh
I think it usually for me it's in the beginning of spring and then the beginning of fall. And right now it's already acting like fall, so I have a feeling
right.
in the next 2 weeks it'll be on and popping for me.
Uh,
So
mm-mm. They fighting for their life making all these different pages.
right.
Yeah, pollen is very bad out here in Texas right now. It's so bad.
Like I've been seeing them making all them pages. They come in, I'm like, and they gone. As soon as they come in, they gone. And I'm like, why do y'all keep doing that? Like,
And then on top of that, right? So you got all the pollen and it's hot, so it get in your fucking nose, and then it's so hot, you start, your nose start draining and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I don't do drugs, kids. I love me a Modelo, but I don't do drugs. Sorry, sorry. Um, drugs are expensive, and I'm here to tell you, I'm broke as a joke. You understand? I can't afford drugs. Even if I
that's
did do drugs, I
understandable.
can't afford them.
Drugs are expensive. You're right.
Yeah, drugs are expensive. You understand? Like anybody that's doing drugs and they know they ain't got no money, you just don't care about life.
Hmm. That's a fact.
Oh man, yeah, it's really bad, and it's none but trees around here.
Yeah.
And Aiden always want to go to the park and all this stuff like that. So, and then I keep it really cold in here. I keep it really cold in here because listen. I'm a big girl. I told y'all I'm 273. I
Well,
can't
it's
have
hot
it. I
down
can't.
there.
You know what I'm saying? It's too hot out here. I be working and stuff, and you know how you just kind of glance down and look at the temperature. It don't even have numbers anymore. It just say record heat. It don't even have no numbers anymore. Like, bro, can I get a 99? Can I get a 101? No, it just say record heat.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. That's funny.
Record heat. Mm.
Yeah.
So
That's funny.
outside of that, I wish I was an entertainer or an actor and had that amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, you see, half of them broke right now because they're on strike. So I mean,
that's true. That's true. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, they're no
Like
better off than nobody.
instead of giving to these mockery ass fucking what is it? Them entities, like Red Cross and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Go down to your local courthouse. Go down to your local courthouse. You literally see so many people. Like, people get on here and they make fun of people's situations.
Yeah.
I went down to the courthouse to do tags for my vehicle, right?
Mhm.
Um, and as I'm standing in line, I got into the wrong line, and I didn't realize that you know all this is going on. The whole courtroom and outside of the courtroom is packed with a whole bunch of people that are being evicted. It's literally all over the news. People in all kind of states are being evicted, and they're not receiving no help, man.
Wow.
They're not receiving no help. And then you met
Saying
with
that
people with attitude and shit, like you a criminal. You understand what I'm saying? Like they
Mhm.
treat these people like they criminals. The people just couldn't pay their rent. You understand?
they were saying Atlanta is like the 12th highest for the most apartments that's just sitting empty because they're saying people had to make three times their rent.
Mhm.
So the average apartment is $1,700 for a one bedroom. So people
Yeah,
aren't able to afford it.
Yep.
right.
That's a
You
fact.
can't afford this shit. So when they,
You gotta
but when
make
they
at
try
least make
to
60 some thousand dollars to afford that apartment.
Mhm.
correct. So when y'all come on here, y'all try to make fun of people's situations about people being broke and all this shit like that, man. Listen, God has a funny way of humbling you.
Yep.
He'll
Sure
put you
is.
right smack dab in that situation. You hear me? Because it's not just people not being able to afford their rent. It's people not being able to afford their mortgage. It's people not
Mhm.
being able to afford their land. It's people not being able to afford their businesses. You understand what I'm saying? And we're supposed to be the quote unquote richest country, but all these people are suffering.
Yeah.
And the only outlet is to come online and make fun of another person's situation.
Right. I mean, right. Yep.
That's the only outlet you have. But outside of that, man, it's disheartening.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. I mean, it really is. I mean,
Yep,
I mean,
super
I'm
disheartening.
just.
Seeing all these people out here trying to hustle and sell things on side the road and stuff like that. It's too hot to be outside. Nobody should be outside right now. And then they have the safe havens like libraries and stuff like that, right? Well, a homeless person walks into the library and they're met with some snooty ass fucking librarian that act like they don't know that this is a safe haven for homeless people.
Yep.
Then they call the police and trespass these homeless people.
Uh huh. It's crazy. It's wild, wild, man. I mean, it's just
I
like
don't know about anywhere else, but here in Georgia, if they catch you giving food to homeless people, you can get ticketed.
See what I'm saying?
I
They
mean,
will
this
give you a
is
ticket for feeding homeless.
That's
that's
crazy.
crazy. That's crazy.
Mm-mm.
Because they want to force them to have to go to the different resources like, shelters and stuff. But a lot of them are overpopulated.
And not only that, like they give these so-called resources to people, and these people call the resources, and the first thing they say, we out of funding. That's the first thing they say. Wonder why y'all out of funding? Cause y'all lining y'all pockets.
For sure.
Oh.
For sure, they're lining their pockets.
Lining your pockets, baby. I don't know.
Ouch! My daggone knee. Oof.
No, they're not safe. They're not safe and they're not sanitary. You know what I'm saying? They're not safe and they're not sanitary at all. People getting sick and all that shit like that. People getting, shit stolen from them. You know what I'm saying? Getting assaulted in the many ways you can be assaulted,
Right.
and the staff. What the fuck they gonna do? You know what the staff gonna do?
Nothing.
The staff is overworked and underpaid.
Absolutely.
You know, At least you're right. A lot of those home shelters are not safe. People are being unalived at those shelters by other people staying at the shelters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a fact. That is a
Absolutely,
fact, Jack.
they degrade people, and then when people report them, they act like they ain't doing nothing until that homeless person clicks the fuck out, and then that homeless person gets in trouble from this person who's supposed to be helping them. You know. Mm-mm-mm.
Uh huh.
I just
Yeah, buddy.
I just wish it was a better way.
I
What's
mean,
happening? What's
it's the
happening,
same.
Pinky?
It's the same thing all over the world. I mean, it's unfortunate because it's the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. Like I tell people, like it's the same thing happening. I mean, as far as like the government and stuff, it's the same thing happening in Jamaica. It's the same thing. Inflation is high. Like it's just everything is up, and people ain't making what they're supposed to make to live, and the government's not doing their part. And whenever you try to get them to do their part, they're like, "There's no money." I mean, it's the same
Yeah.
story. It's the same story everywhere you go. That's why. So when I say that, I'm
Yeah, housing should be a right. Food should be a right. Nobody should have to pay for food, and nobody should have to pay for housing or electric. You understand what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Here's my thing with the food situation, right? Why is it like in Jamaica you got trees everywhere that bear their fruit? In
Mhm.
America, why is there's no trees that bear fruit anywhere but on the farms?
Right.
Where's what is going on? Like why
Right.
can't people live off the land? Because
Right.
what? You're controlling it. That's the
Yeah.
problem. Because
Mhm.
people have to rely on you all in order to eat,
Yep.
which it shouldn't
Uh,
be
did
like
you
that.
did you see that on the news where this woman bought tilapia, went home and cooked it, and got bacteria flesh, and they had to
Yep.
remove all four of her limbs?
Mm-hmm. That's
Like you can't even eat no more.
right, right, right.
Shit
That's
is
just,
crazy.
I mean, it's insanity.
It really is.
Because that's what I said. I mean, like, that's why when I was down, I mean, I went to Jamaica the other day. I was happy to see that the fruit trees are still there, the hockey tree, like, all the stuff is still there. And you can still live off the land in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's looking like they're trying to chop stuff down. Like it's gonna end up being like it is here because it's becoming very westernized. But it's just
Exactly.
like it's like you can't get rid of these natural resources that are there. Like there's too many people. You need these natural resources that bear fruit every season, so people can
Mhm.
have stuff to pick and eat.
Right.
Like because not everybody can afford to go to the store and buy how many much groceries or whatever. It's
Hmm.
just crazy. So, but but like I
Oh
said,
my.
that's why I'm maintaining my family land the way it is. Ain't nobody building on it because we gonna keep it the way it is. Let them trees bear their fruits. Ain't nobody coming in and buying it up. Mrs. Pinky Pew, what's going on? You know, you know. Ooh-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh my gosh, I'm so. Ooh, why is my hand middle scratching me? I must be getting some money today. Like, ooh, yep. Miss Pugh. Yeah, I love my country, so I'm always ready to go. At any given moments, I'm ready to go. Jamaica is beautiful, you know. It's relaxing, stress free, but I guess if you live there, you can stress like you stress here, but Hey Mandy. Ba-dum-bum-bum. But the Lobster Hut. I've never heard of the Lobster Hut. Right, I miss Pew. I mean, where I wait tables at. Oh, well, I'm waiting tables at a lot of these places. So you go anywhere and get the money. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere, because I'm a waiter. I'm a bartender. So yeah.
It's a lot of places. It's a lot of places like that are hiring work from home. You don't need experience. You understand what I'm saying? You just need a positive attitude, and they send you the equipment, and just keep your numbers up.
No, she's making fun because they said I was a waiter, so she's saying, "Where you waiting tables at? They hiring?"
Oh shit! You missed that part. My bad.
So I'm like, "Yeah, good, they hiring." Because they said I was a waiter. They so busy watching my pockets.
No, I know you don't, Pinky. You good. I was just saying it for the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really it's
but
people really listen.
But here's the thing, Alicia. Right? Like I'm gonna say this because people really want really dumb, right? When I did wait tables, I made great money. I don't understand
Hmm.
why people don't understand that. When I was a bartender, I was making great money.
Right.
Couple years I made over 80,000, over 90,000 one year, and over 100,000 one year. So I don't understand why people think that when you wait tables, like you can't make money. Like y'all is delusional. Like
Yeah,
I,
especially if you got a good positive attitude and make sure people food fresh, make sure they good, you checking on them, you can make some good ass fucking money. You
I mean,
understand?
I can tell you in what was it, 2017? It was when I opened up this restaurant at the Wharf, and New Year's Eve, I walked out of there with $2,700 in
Hmm.
cash.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I don't understand, and that was one night, 5 hours.
Yeah.
So I
Hold on,
mean,
Sophie. Cherie, Marie, I sent you an invite. If you available, if not, I can just tell you. You can respond in the comment section. I tried to reach out to you privately, and just to check in on you, but it won't let me message you, even though we're mutuals. Um,
Right. So, yeah.
That's another job field that makes some great ass money. Them mobile nurses and
Oh,
you
travel
know.
the travel nurses. Yeah, my friend's a travel
um,
nurse. She works 6 months a year, and that's it.
Yeah, what is it called? A medical courier. You mean to tell me all I gotta do is carry these labs over here, and I'm making 2 to 3 thousand a week?
Right. She listen to me. She works 6 months of the year, and she makes over 100. Travel
Wow.
nurse. That's it.
Mm,
So she's set. I'm like, so she's chilling. Like she's like, I'm good. And then she be traveling the rest of the time with her husband.
yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting back out, into the field that I'm in, because I've been doing security since 2008. I feel like
Yeah.
since I'm getting these injections in my back now, I have to get them every 6 months. So my
Yeah.
follow-up visit is next week.
Mhm.
It's been about 5 months since my first injection. So,
Mhm.
I was thinking about getting back out there, but I'm not gonna lie. I just don't want to hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt myself.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. Been a nurse for over 30 years and ain't never checked my temperature. I don't care.
But that's the thing too. The thing is like, like that's what I said. It depends like on what area of nursing you're in. I mean, because like unfortunately my friend was able to do the traveling nurse thing because right now she's like her kids are grown now, so she was able to do it. You know what I mean? Because yes, unfortunately, because she had her kids young. She was pregnant in high school, and she had her
Yeah.
first one in high school. But that's the beauty of it. Her kids are grown, and she was
She
able to.
still did a motherfucking thing though.
Yeah, she's able to do what she do, but that was, I mean, so you can't. But the thing is, she never let that stop her. You know what I'm saying? She graduated with us, like you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying. She still pushed through and went to school, like she never let that
Mhm.
stop her. So I mean, that's the
Mhm.
thing. It's like you can't. That's why I think a lot of people think that they blame things that happen, but it's really like you could have still pushed through. You could have fought through it. Like I mean, plenty of women have kids and still go finish what they have to do. You know what I mean? It's hard, but they make it happen. Sacrifices need to be made.
Mhm.
You know.
Really, Sandra? What type of injections do they give you? Do they give you the epidural block? Because that's what they gave me.
My dad used to get those injections, and I think that he only would do it once a year.
Hmm.
So I mean, and then he finally had the surgery. So
Yeah, I know eventually I'm gonna have to have the surgery. You know what I'm saying? But like the only surgeries I've ever had was having my babies. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, and then it's a question of
well,
I don't. I,
the surgeries are risky because the surgeries are the side effects and possibilities are being paralyzed or death. So I mean,
Well, because while I was looking for a pain management doctor, um, they sent me to a surgeon instead of a pain management doctor, right?
yeah,
So he was just telling me, like back in the day, back surgery was so invasive. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
But now with technology progressing and stuff like that, he's like, for your situation, a laser treatment can be had, in my spine.
right.
And even with that, he said it'd just be like a 2 centimeter cut, and then they put the laser in there and they fix the area. Even with
Yeah.
that, I'm terrified.
But what I'm telling you, Alicia, they're telling you that, and I'm telling you, my dad just had it like a couple years ago, and I'm telling you, like, it's still not no, it's not that's like the possibility. That's why my dad was scared. Every time before, like, he had to do something, he would like make sure everything was done, like, will and everything was updated and all that stuff. I'm like, stop being paranoid. But like, they look, doctors don't let them doctors be fooling people. Like that's why they try to do the pain management first. They prefer pain management over
Pain
surgery.
management. Yeah, I mean, the thing of it is this, right? I was in pain for so long. You know, I was in pain for so long. Like even now, I don't have any pain in my back, but even still, when I'm trying to get out of bed, like I'm so used to positioning myself so I don't hurt myself anymore. And then I got to remember, hey, you good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, because I mean, my dad, it got to the point where like he would be having spasms, and like while
Mhm.
he's driving, like it would
Mhm.
his leg, it's like his whole like part left side of his body would lock up, and
Mhm.
that's
Yep.
like so that's not good. So that's why he had to have the surgery. So
Right. I know eventually I'm gonna have to have it. I would like for Aiden to be a little older, i.e.,
older, yeah,
teenager. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So, for now, I'm knock on wood, I'm grateful the shots are working, you know what I'm saying? Because that was a huge relief, but then, it speaks to, yeah, you had the physical pain and then you don't even realize that your mental health declined because, your whole lifestyle changed.
yep, yes, ma'am.
Your whole entire lifestyle changed.
Well, yeah, because I mean, it was like a double whammy for my dad because my dad is like
Mhm.
when that happened, it's like he was very physically active, lost a lot of weight, and was like in really good shape. Then he got hit with
Right.
diabetes, and then he got hit with that, and it was just like that was a wrap. So then his whole lifestyle changed because he could no longer work out anymore. But now he also has to manage his like his food intake and like his sugar intake and all of that stuff. So it's like I mean it was kind of stressful for him for a while, but now he got under control now.
Yeah. They need to have laws in place. That's what it's a few occupations where I know I couldn't be. You understand what I'm saying? Like I could never be a nurse, like because don't touch me. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm here to help you. You put your hands on me, I'll put my hands on you.
Yep, I mean like.
It's not right. That's like with the type of work that I do. You know what I'm saying? Working from home, we're here to assist. Do you understand what I'm saying? And true enough, and true enough, I'm not responsible for how other agents, act. You understand what I'm saying? I can only be responsible for how I act. So if you see me sitting here trying to assist you and you're still upset. I've resolved the issue, but you still want to argue and fuss and keep me on the phone. I'm not going to do that. You understand? I'll give you a perfect example. I saw a video where the lady came in. She was upset. She had a bag of cheese and told the cashier, I want my money back. It was hair on this cheese. And the cashier was like, no problem. Gave her money back and took the bag. And the lady was just standing there and she was like, okay. And the cashier was like, oh, you want to argue, you want a little more. She's like, yes, please. Man, that's bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? It's straight up bullshit. You don't have a right to dump your trauma on me, especially after I resolve the issue. Like, what else do you need to argue about? You know? Shit don't make no sense to me. Mm-mm-mm.
Facts.
Shit don't make no sense to me. Like, what you arguing for? You know? It's only so much we can do.
Yep.
But
Yep.
I enjoy my job. It's just sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard, because you can only do so much to help folks. But
That's a fact. Facts is facts.
yeah, yeah, man. I tell you what, I'm not looking forward to that fucking big ass needle going back in my back. I tell you that. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that shit. That shit hurt like a motherfucker. That
Yep.
shit hurt. What'd you eat today?
Yeah. I just had pizza.
Not you saying I'll be all right. If you was to see that big ass needle, you probably pass out.
Nah, I'm not scared of needles.
Shit. You was canceling disconnection notices? Oh, high five, girl. Yes. That's listen, you was doing the Lord's work, you understand? Certain positions I can't be in because I probably do the same fucking thing, you understand? I probably do the same motherfucking thing, you hear me? Like, we help our members pay their bills and stuff like that, and some of them members, um, it just be simple shit. Like if you call me and say, hey, I want to make a utility bill payment, and you have your bill, and I input the information. Some of these agents make it so hard. You understand what I'm saying? Because all you have to do is input the information, and then you put the wrong information, you misspell shit, you put wrong account numbers, and then when these members make their payments aren't going through. I can't tell you how many members call to say that they're without power or they're without water, you know what I'm saying, or they're without gas, and you look at their account and you clearly see that this shit is a mishap on the agent's behalf. Like, bro, I'm certain shit that be done to people. I can't fathom as a human being. You understand what I'm saying? I just can't. I just can't. At the end of the day, I'm human. You understand what I'm saying? I make mistakes. But I don't just go around mistreating people. I don't just go around, wishing ill will on people who ain't never did me nothing. The Lord's still working on me with regards to people who have wronged me, because it's hard. It's hard. It's really hard to turn the other cheek. You know what I'm saying? So I just stay away because I know I'm not there yet. I have a very loving heart. I have a very forgiving heart, but some shit is just hard to forgive. But to just, randomly fuck with people that you don't know, that ain't never did you nothing, that shit is sick. Even with road rage, like, I don't understand road rage. First of all, it's all our road. How do you just automatically cop an attitude with a person driving a vehicle that you don't even know?
Facts. People getting killed over road rage.
I had a woman almost T-bone me yesterday and stopped at the light and was looking at me like I did something wrong.
That's crazy.
I'm on the main road and you're trying to make a U-turn. You clearly saw me coming. No other cars behind me. You could have let me pass and you could have did what you had to do. But you waited till I got close to you and you made that turn. And I'm wrong. But if you would have hit me, then what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I helped a lot of people, over the years. You know what I'm saying? I helped a lot of people over the years. And once all of this shit happened to me, it really shed light on not only the people that you helped that, were not there to help you, but also people that come to prey on your situation. Like, they clearly know you're doing bad. They clearly know you need help, and they portray an image as if they're there to help you. And all they doing is looking for an opportunity to fuck over you.
Well, that's a lot of people.
Yeah. So I just stay away. I stay in my little bubble. I fuck with who fuck with me. You understand what I'm saying? I fuck with who? Fuck with me. You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about looking into like a double wide trailer, maybe like a 4 bedroom double wide trailer. Buy me some land and just sit on it. What you think, Sobe?
I mean, that could be an easy way out for you to I mean, you're still gonna,
Well, Texas,
you'll pay
because
less.
right, Texas has so much land. You know what I'm saying? Buy a piece of land, put that big ass fucking double wide on that land, and just live life. Grow your food and all that shit.
True.
Mhm. Well, I gotta get up for work in the morning, so I'm
Yes.
finna get off and have my the rest of my Modelo and tell my ass to bed. Everybody up in here sleep.
All right.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Bro. Miss Monica, what the? What? What? Let's go, Miss Monica. Thank you. I don't think I've seen that one before. Let's go, Gigi. Thank you. Oh, Gigi. Me and Sierra, we found a dining room table. We had a nice little setup now.